Hello and welcome everyone. I'm Kimberly Boschman and this is the Intentionally Intuitive Podcast. In this episode, we're going to take a look at the forecast for each life path number for the month of July 2025. Before we get into the forecast, this is a general reading. If you would like your own personal numerology reading, please book some time with me. My information's in the description box below and I would love to work with you. All right, let's go ahead and take a look. Life path number 8, you are going to be working with the beautiful vibration of the 24/6 for July. And so relationships are definitely on the forefront and definitely in the spotlight. And that's both just how you relate to another as well as your romantic relationships or the relationships close to your heart. With this combination of the 2, the 4, and the 6 with the 24/6, really at the heart of this month is going to be those connections closest to your heart. So again, like romantic relationships, close family, friends, your community, or those who feel like a part of your community, that's going to be at the forefront. But there's also this energy of the 2 and the 4. And so the 2 is saying we need greater balance, or we need to recognize where things are out of balance when it comes to those relationships, or when it comes to our home life. The home life is also sort of in focus with the 6 energy, that's saying, where is it that maybe we've let things go astray, maybe with our partner, maybe you've been so busy at work that you haven't paid enough attention to your partner or haven't invested enough time and energy into your home and family. And so there could be a stronger pull in that direction this month. Also, when it comes to your day-to-day routine, are there things that are out of balance? Are you feeling overburdened? Are you burning the candle at both ends? Are you, all these things. So there's definitely an emphasis here to bring things back into balance. Make the decisions and the choices that will help you to bring things back into balance when it has to do with your home and your home life and those relationships that are closest to your heart. And so very, very possible that this month you'll be asked to initiate some of the more difficult conversations, right? That instead of avoiding the situation and hoping it's going to go away, the 6 always brings the truth to the surface and always brings, what's not working to the surface so that it can be dealt with and move through and work through. So there could be some things, especially when it comes to like family, again, or very close partnerships where it just needs some TLC. You need to have the conversations. You need to sit down. You need to spend the time. You need to put in the effort. Therapy would also be great this month. So if you're moving through anything that is like past familial trauma or anything that that has been difficult to move through, this is a great month for, again, seeking some kind of therapy or help to move through those deeper seated emotions that maybe you haven't been dealing with. A lot of times with 8 energy, because it's such like a ambitious energy, it can be more focused on its goals and its ambitions as opposed to, its inner workings, its emotions, the things that maybe it's trauma or drama that it needs to move through in order to get to a place where it's in a more solid position to move towards those goals and ambitions. So this is such a great month to tackle that, take it, move through it, face it, and deal with it. What's interesting here is, you also have the energy of the 4. So this is foundational. This is truly foundational. Also emotional. This can be a very sensitive month. And so again, that's why I say there may be things that surface now that maybe you feel like you've dealt with that are emotional, that have to do with family or relationships, but that you haven't dealt with. Maybe you were avoiding it and thought you dealt with it, but it could definitely come to the surface this month to be dealt with. And so in doing so, you will be healing, those cracks in your foundation. You'll be creating a environment that is much more solid that will then allow you to pursue those goals in a much more healthy, solid way. So very foundational this month, a lot of looking at where there are cracks and how can you heal those cracks? How can you get them more solid and get more security in that area, whatever area that comes in for you. But definitely a lot about relationships. So be open to it, right? Like this is a great month for having the conversations, not the debates, not the arguments, the conversations to seek understanding about, the other person's experience while also sharing your experience. And that can lead to a lot of healing very healing month is possible. Also, this can be a month for collaboration, connecting with others, meeting people who will have a significant foundational stay within your life and bring that sort of security and sense of security into your life is very, very possible. So pay attention to who you meet this month. And yeah, pay attention to any kind of visions, ideas, inspirations that come in for you this month, because there might be some beautiful opportunities to collaborate with people, especially people that you feel very comfortable with and feel you can trust. Maybe going into some kind of business partnership or collaborative project is very possible this month. But, your relationships are definitely at the forefront. The last thing I'll say about this is for some of you, you could definitely meet a soulmate this month. Someone who there's this very strong soul connection, can be a friend, can be a romantic partner, can also be a pet. But there's that deep, strong soul connection that feels very safe and secure and foundational. Beautiful energies. Now, I pulled an animal wisdom message for you all, and you got bear energy. And so, what this really brought to me was, first of all, it's a very protective energy. So there's something here about protecting your peace, protecting your, protecting yourself. Not necessarily like in a physical way, but, choosing how you invest your energy, how you engage, who you engage with, all of those things could come up at this time. And, choosing to surround yourself with people who feel safe and secure to be around. And, not really subjecting yourself to situations or environments where you don't feel safe or you don't feel secure, emotionally, physically, to be able to be vulnerable, etc. So be protective of your peace this month, I would say, while also addressing any issues that come up or that need to be addressed. The other thing is, pay attention to what your body is asking for. So, self-soothe, self-care, rest. If you're burning the candle at both ends, this is a time to bring greater balance into your life. And so pay attention to what your body is telling you that it needs from you and find ways to honor that. All right, take care, 8s. Bye for now.